So now we've made our split, and we got it back to another bee yard, and the question is now what to do with it. Now the obvious thing would be to take this nuke and put it in a regular hive setup, and then we can, grow that into, just like growing a package, and build that up into a production hive, which I'd really like to do. But a lot of our customers are backyard beekeepers, hobbyists, and they have their 2 hives, and that's all they want, and they're always worrying about what they have to do. Now they got a 3rd one. This is not a problem. You can keep this as a nuke. This right here is basically a brood factory. This queen's laying 1,500 eggs a day, and you can use them. You can take a frame of brood from this hive and add it to another hive to grow another hive quickly. There's over 7,000 cells on one of these deep frames. So if you pull a frame of brood, capped broods, that's 7,000 bees that you can add to another hive. This hive, she might be laying 1,500 eggs a day also. That's 7,500, and that's 10,500 in a week. But bees are dying off. You can add 7,000 bees to that hive in a week, and you're going to double the rate at which that hive increases. So you can keep your nuke for that, and we basically call it keeping it weak. So you can keep pulling frames out. Also, I put a 2nd deep on the top of my nuke as a super, and that way you see when I take out frames, I replace them with drawn out frames with already drawn out comb. One way I do that is with deep honey supers, but another way is I constantly have this hive building comb for me, and so I feed it all year round. It's not going to be a honey producer, and I get frames drawn out for me that I can use the following year, or if I need to swap things out. So you have that. If you have this on hand, you have an extra queen, which you can replace a dead queen or a problem queen pretty much immediately by combining a nuke with it, because she's a laying queen. You can combine it much quicker, and you don't lose time. If you got a kid, you can have this. Your kid can check out this little thing. There's so much to do with a nuke, and it's great to have. Even if you only have 2 beehives in your yard, have a nuke. You can put an Ulster hive on it with an observation hive to show off your friends, and because you're a beekeeper, you're probably already struggling with people to talk to you. This way they'll talk to you because you've got a cool thing. So I'm going to put a super on this. I'm going to give her 1 drawn out frame so she has room to lay. Gives her a little extra room because I don't want her to swarm out of this and run out of room. I got some extra undrawn out frames that are that they can build, so I'll have more drawn out frames when I need it. I got 1 wax frame in here because I want to dispel the myth that you can't mix plastic with wax, which is just ridiculous. And I got one of those problem frames my bees just don't like to build on, and we're going to show how they build on this. I'll spray it with some sugar water. I put this right above brood, and they'll use this frame. It's not a problem with the frame. And so that's what we're going to do, and then we can use this all year, and it can be a great asset to a beehive, to a bee yard. Even if you already have the amount of hives that you want, it's still great to have. So anyway, we'll get to that.